When I first set out to build a gym, I didn't just want another place with dumbbells and mirrors. I wanted to engineer the smartest training environment on Earth. Every rack, every sensor, every lift here is backed by data, designed to maximize human performance. This isn't just a gym, it's a laboratory where science meets sweat. I'm talking biomechanics, recovery analytics, progressive overload, calculated down to the millisecond. This is how you conquer plateaus, outsmart your limits, and redefine what strength really means. Welcome to the smartest gym on Earth, where every rep is built by science. The vision, redefining what a gym can be, start with your motivation. You didn't want a regular gym, you wanted to engineer one that fuses science, technology, and performance. Hook the audience emotionally with, I wanted to create the future of fitness. When I first started this project, I didn't want to just build another gym, the kind with loud music, bright lights, and rows of machines that all look the same. I wanted to create something completely different, something smarter. I kept asking myself one question: what if a gym could think? What if every piece of equipment, every lift, every training variable wasn't just guessed, but calculated, measured, and optimized through science? That's where the vision for the smartest gym on Earth began. I was tired of the endless cycle of bro science and random workouts. I wanted a place where every rep had a reason. So I started studying biomechanics, data tracking, recovery analytics, everything that could turn training from an art into an exact science. I imagined athletes walking into a gym that could literally adapt to them, their strength levels, recovery state, even their fatigue patterns, and give them feedback in real time. Not to replace human effort, but to amplify it. This wasn't about making training easier, it was about making it smarter. The kind of environment where technology doesn't get in your way, it pushes you forward. The smartest gym on Earth isn't defined by flashy screens or futuristic gadgets, it's defined by intention. Every inch of it is built around one purpose: helping you understand your body on a deeper level and push past limits you didn't even know existed. Science-backed training design explain how every exercise station, machine, and setup was built using biomechanics, kinesiology, and performance data, not just trends. Mention Jeff Nippard inspired research-based structure. Once the vision was clear, the next step was to make sure every part of this gym was grounded in science. No gimmicks, no trends, just hard evidence and data-driven design. I wanted every rack, cable, and platform to serve a real physiological purpose. So instead of guessing what feels right, I started with biomechanics, studying how joints move, how muscles fire, and how force travels through the body. Every setup in this gym, from the barbell height to the angle of a bench, is calculated to align perfectly with the body's natural mechanics. The goal was simple: maximize tension on the target muscle, minimize wasted effort, and build a system where progress is measurable and repeatable. It's not just about lifting heavy, it's about lifting intelligently. So I built a layout that encourages that. Machines are positioned to create perfect movement arcs, and free weight zones are optimized for progressive overload tracking. Even the lighting and mirror angles serve a purpose. They help correct form and increase focus during compound lifts. I wanted this place to feel like a hybrid between a performance lab and an athlete's playground. Every detail you see here is backed by research, from exercise selection to tempo control. Smart technology integration highlight your use of eye tracking, sensors, progress analytics, and recovery data to monitor every lift. This is what makes it the smartest gym, not just strongest. Once the science behind the design was locked in, the next evolution was bringing technology into the mix, not for show, but for function. I didn't want flashy screens that distract from training. I wanted tech that actually enhances it. So every corner of this gym is wired to collect and analyze data in real time. We're talking motion sensors tracking bar speed, force plates reading ground reaction power, and AI systems logging every rep you perform automatically. Imagine finishing a set of squats and instantly seeing your velocity, fatigue level, and power output displayed on your phone or the wall screen. That's not just information, that's feedback you can use to make the next rep better. It's like having a full coaching staff and a lab team analyzing your performance 24/7. Every time you train, the system learns a little more about you, how you recover, how you fatigue, what your optimal intensity zones are, and adjusts your programming accordingly. This level of integration turns guesswork into precision. You're no longer wondering if you're doing enough, if you're overtraining, or if your form is slipping. The data tells you, and over time, that data paints a story, one that's unique to you and your body. The whole idea wasn't to let machines take over the workout, but to let technology make us more efficient, more aware, and ultimately, more human in our performance. Data-driven progression systems show how you've built a scientific feedback loop. Measure, right arrow analyze, right arrow improve, right arrow repeat. Talk about muscle growth efficiency, fatigue monitoring, and recovery optimization. Once the technology started feeding us real-time data, the next challenge was figuring out how to actually use it, how to turn numbers into progress. That's where the data-driven progression system came in. Most people train hard, but not many train with precision. They push until failure, rest when tired, and hope for results. But in this gym, hope gets replaced by measurable feedback. Every set, every rep, every rest period is tracked, analyzed, and refined. The system looks at variables most lifters overlook: bar speed, recovery curves, neural fatigue, and even small fluctuations in power output. It then uses that data to tell you exactly when to push harder and when to pull back. Over time, it creates a progression model built specifically for you. No cookie cutter programs, no generic templates, just adaptive training that evolves with your body's performance. And the crazy part, it works. You can literally see your improvements in graph form, how your squat velocity increased week to week, or how your fatigue management improved after a deload. It's not just motivating, it's eye-opening. You stop guessing and start understanding your body's exact limits and how to break through them safely. This system isn't just about getting stronger, it's about mastering feedback. You become the scientist of your own training, learning to read data the same way you'd read your reflection in the mirror. And once you understand the numbers behind your effort, there's no ceiling left, only the next level waiting to be conquered. Mindset, from experiment to evolution, show the mental journey, building a laboratory of strength. Emphasize discipline, curiosity, and the constant pursuit of better data, right arrow, better results. Building this gym wasn't just a technical challenge, it was a mental one. From the start, I knew that if I wanted to create something truly groundbreaking, it couldn't just be about machines, data, and equipment. It had to be about mindset, because the truth is, you can have the most advanced setup in the world, but without the right mindset, it's useless. I had to approach this project like an experiment, constant testing, failing, adjusting, learning, and improving. Every mistake became data. Every setback became part of the process. There were days where nothing worked. Sensors failed, data didn't line up, machines needed redesigning. But that's the beauty of a scientific approach. It forces you to stay patient, stay curious, and stay humble. Instead of getting frustrated, I started asking better questions. Why did this fail? What can I learn from it? That curiosity became the foundation for everything here, and that's really the philosophy behind this place. It's not just a gym, it's a living experiment in human performance. Every lifter who trains here becomes part of that experiment. learning more about themselves every session. It's about embracing the process, not fearing failure, and realizing that evolution doesn't happen in comfort, it happens in adaptation. This mindset shift changes everything. You stop chasing perfection and start chasing improvement. You stop seeing training as a routine and start seeing it as research on your own potential. The future of fitness, conquering limits, end with a bold statement. This isn't just my gym, it's a blueprint for the future of training. Inspire viewers to think bigger, science meets strength, and strength conquers the world. After all the science, the design, the data, and the mindset, what this gym really represents is the future of fitness. It's not just about building muscle or hitting PR anymore. It's about understanding the human body at a level we've never reached before. This is where technology, research, and passion collide, and the result isn't just better workouts. It's a completely new way to evolve. The smartest gym on earth isn't about replacing effort with tech or taking the emotion out of training. It's about enhancing it, taking everything we love about lifting and combining it with everything we know from science. It's about creating an environment where curiosity meets consistency. Every lift, every number, every small adjustment adds up to something bigger. A smarter athlete, a stronger mindset, a more efficient body. What excites me most isn't just what this gym can do now, but what it represents moving forward. Imagine a world where every athlete has access to this kind of data, where training is completely individualized, recovery is optimized automatically, and progress is predictable, not random. That's not the future of some elite lab. That's the direction fitness is heading for everyone. So, that's how I built the smartest gym on earth, not with money, luck, or shortcuts, but with science, obsession, and relentless curiosity. Every rack, every rep, every system in here was engineered to push human performance further than ever before. This isn't just a gym, it's a revolution in how we train, think, and evolve. Because when science meets strength, limits disappear. And if this is what one gym can do, imagine what happens when the world starts training this way. The future of fitness isn't waiting, it's already here. And it starts with one decision: think smarter.